The Grenlec debates. Power, bright ideas.
A pleasant good day to everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Grenlec Debates Final. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished judges. As I call your names, kindly stand so that we can identify you. Ms. Vanessa Whiteman, Ms. Bisha Otley, Mr. Sheldon Keynes Douglas, Mr. Clint Alexander, and our Chief Judge for today, Mr. Owen Abraham. Thank you to our judges. For the proposition, Westmoreland Secondary School. Founded in 1962, Westmoreland says it stands as a beacon of educational excellence, fostering a legacy of empowerment and leadership since its inception. This private educational institution embraces its role to develop and mold discipline, holistic and productive world changers. At Westmoreland, the pursuit of educational excellence goes hand in hand with creating an environment that encourages students to explore their potential, embrace diversity, and develop into responsible citizens. To Westmoreland, the transformative power of education shapes individual futures and leaves a lasting impact on society as a whole. To keep our standard ever high, to live as we are taught. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together again and welcome our debaters. Coaches, Leah Wildman and Kate Lewis Peters. Debaters, India Sky Phillip, Joseph De Souza, Joshua Roberts, Lalita Chamas, and Ojas Deoka. For the opposition, the Grenada Boys Secondary School. The Grenada Boys Secondary School is the second oldest secondary school on island. In 2023, the GBSS celebrated its 138th birthday. While it was started with 10 boys, today the GBSS has a population of 750 boys and 55 teachers. The GBSS says it prides itself on a legacy of excellence and high standards. The GBSS has produced many outstanding sons of the soil over the years who are serving at various professional levels throughout the world. The school's motto, non palma sin labor, no reward without labor. Coaches, Tracy Gabriel and Patrina Abraham. Debaters, Andrew Lewis, Bryce Forrester, Caleb Lucas, Damian Dominic, and Kines Gilbert. Teams, I say kudos to you on earning a place in the final two. I now call this House to order. The following are our standing orders in brief. This debate will consist of 4 rounds. Rounds 1 and 2, the 2 first speeches will each be 3.5 minutes long, while the second speaker each have 3 minutes. The question and answer segments, 2 speakers from each team will manage 2.5 minutes of questions and answers, beginning with the opposition. Teams will have 3 minutes after the questions to prepare a 2-minute rebuttal. For all speakers, at the start of the last minute, you will hear this sound. When time expires, you will hear a double signal. Debaters will be penalized for speaking beyond the allotted time. There is a 5-second grace period for each speaker beyond the allotted time in rounds 1 and 2. During the questions and rebuttal, there is no grace period. Speakers must stop speaking as soon as time is indicated. The theme for this round is independence, the area of focus, systems of government. The motion is, be it resolved that Grenada maintain its systems of government as a monarchy. I repeat, be it resolved that Grenada maintain its system of government as monarchy. I now introduce the first speaker for the proposition, India Sky Philip.
Esteemed judges, my worthy opponents, audience, good morning all. We must not be free because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. William Faulkner. Today, I have the honor of debating the topic, independence. Underneath the moot, be it resolved that Grenada maintains its system of government as a monarchy. My team and I stand in unshaken agreement of the moot. As first speaker, I will discuss the dominant points of problem faced if we change our system of government, and the maintenance of British ties and how we reflect it. Our second speaker will discuss the points of the abuse of power and the struggle to adaptability. And our rebuttal speaker will clean sweep the outrageous claims made by the opposition. Today, let us explore the profound concept of systems of government. According to Penguin's Dictionary of Sociology, systems of government is the organizational structures that define how society makes decisions and forces laws. Democratic monarchies are examples, each with its unique way of distributing power. According to our Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, at the 19th Sir Archibald Memorial, the idea of republicanism in the Caribbean has a large extent to be more a conversation about removing the office of the Governor General and replacing it with that of a president. But does this really make a difference? It does not. And quite frankly, for small states, it's expensive, cumbersome, and quite undemocratic. Changing our system of government in referral to becoming a republic, in the words of Mr. Artie Gale, attorney at law, removing our head of state is merely just salad dressing, closing quote. The changing of our government will come at a cost which we can hardly afford. We struggle to meet the needs of health for our people, educational needs. According to the Attorney General of Barbados, Dale Marshall, we had to rebrand many of our institutions, and this rebranding came at a significant cost. The proposition may argue that the removal of emblems may assist in national identity, but at what cost? We cannot allow Grenada to fall prey to these issues. It is pivotal that we understand our identity will always be reflected from British colonialism. We cannot remove our past and identity. Everything in Grenada is mirrored from British colonialism, from the language that we speak to the way we govern our land. Why now, after 50 years, must we change? Were we not truly independent? I leave that question to my worthy opponents. This is why I leave the quote to you. I remind you, we must not be free because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. And after 50 years, my team and I most definitely agree that we have. I thank you.
now introduce the first opposition speaker, Damian Dominic.
The transition to becoming a republic outlines Grenada's self-determination, allowing us to foster our own diplomatic relations and assert our independence. Esteemed judges, worthy opponents, members of the audience, good morning all. We, the proposition, stand here to detest and denounce our opponent's stance on the moot. Be it resolved that Grenada should maintain its current system of government as a monarchy. As first speaker, I will diligently define key terms in the moot and expound on two irrefutable points. These are constitutional independence and national identity. My second speaker will cement our stance by outlining why we should not maintain our current system of government through symbolic sovereignty and direct elections of the head of state. Government. Government is the group of people who are in charge of the public affairs of a country. Maintain, to cause something to continue or to keep something in existence, both according to the Oxford Dictionary. My worthy opponents, members of the audience, let's delve into my first point, constitutional independence. My worthy opponents, in 1967, Grenada received its constitution and became an associate state. However, this constitution came with harsh and unyielding restrictions. Also, the constitution was an act developed by British Parliament, alluding to the fact that the British Parliament has the authority to amend our constitution without our consent. Members of the audience, aren't we the ones living and operating in our country? Shouldn't we be the ones that deem what suits us? My worthy opponents, look at Indonesia, for example. They became a republic in 1945, and with that came the enactment of their constitution. This gave government officials and citizens the authority to change and govern the country on their own terms. We mean a system contributing to a lack of constitutional independence. My worthy opponents, why should we maintain this system if it contributes to a lack of constitutional independence? My second contention, national identity. My worthy opponents, we are often viewed as inferior to the rest and dubbed a dot on the map. I ask, is this our identity? Should we maintain a system that views us as inferior and small? My worthy opponent, why should we do this? Look at Haiti, for example. In 1804, Haiti became a republic and was the first black-led republic in the world. Though they faced many challenges, this has significantly shaped their identity to be conquerors and determine their abilities. My worthy opponent, should we really maintain this system? Members of the audience, should we maintain this system? I don't think so either. I thank you.
Let us welcome the second speaker for the proposition, Lalita Chamas.
Democracy is not so much a form of government as a set of principles. Woodrow Wilson. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, today I have the honor of standing before you as second speaker. I will build upon the foundation laid by my esteemed colleague. We strictly support the definitions brought forth by our first speaker. Firstly, for example, if a republic system or communist system is proposed or put in place, the elected representatives may become influenced by special interest groups or powerful elites. Judges, let us not be blinded by the sound of change or potential promises. Furthermore, according to Mr. Chester Humphrey, the former president of the Senate, electoral manipulation alone would and could potentially lead policies that serve these interests over the borderline welfare of the population. Worthy opponents, Is this the future we truly want for Grenada? The people of Grenada had the opportunity to vote the Caribbean Court of Justice to be the head of court, the final court of appeal, but chose to stick with the Privy Council as the final court of appeal. Does this not alone show that the people of Grenada are satisfied? Additionally, according to Mr. Oliver Joseph, former Minister of Economic Development and current economist, the stability of a republic, while advantageous, can also lead to a slower response in societal changes or emergencies, as reforms or adaptations may and has been proven to require a very lengthy process. Barbados, for example, has struggled immensely with economic development and high raises in taxes. Judges, how can we possibly be so sure that an alternative system of governance is what we need, what the people of Grenada need and deserve? My fellow debaters, judges, I urge you to consider the weight of the logic and factual information presented in proposition of the motion. Be it resolved that Grenada maintains its current system of government as a monarch. I thank you.
Let us welcome the second opposition speaker, Bryce Forrester.
In a republic, unity is the melody, and diversity the strength and symphony of shared guidance. Good morning, all. We, the opposition, stand in unwavering confidence, boldly opposing the moot, be it resolved that Grenada maintains its current state of government as a monarch. Distinguished judges, my team and I are strongly against our opponents' fraudulent and ludicrous claims. I will relay 2 potent points that solidify our indomitable stance. Judges, brazenly bolstering our stance is the idea of symbolic sovereignty. Republics have emphasized a decisive break from the monarch with domestically elected heads of state. An example is found in Trinidad and Tobago. Their move towards republicanism marked a significant shift in the political and symbolic landscape, reflecting desires of full sovereignty and shedding of colonial vestiges. This redefines the narrative, asserting autonomy over governance. The shift represents a break from symbolic shackles of colonialism, fostering a sense of empowerment and self-determination. In an interview with Dr. Francis Alexis Casey, he posited that the national flag and anthem of Trinidad and Tobago heightened significance and pride, embodying the spirit of people, unshackling them from external authority, thereby redefining the sense of mental liberation and national identity from historic burdens. Worthy opponents, are you still convinced a shift to republicanism is better? A shift to republicanism is not better than staying in the current state of government as a monarch? If not, allow me to show how direct elections of heads of state can do so. Evidently, republics have a directly head of state, fostering a sense of profound direct representation and accountability towards the people. According to the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, direct representation and accountability enhances relations between the society and the state, whilst providing and demanding efficient governance through checks and balances. Mr. Kenny James, trade unionist, said, elections of a president in the republic systems is important as it promotes checks and balances inherent in government structure, also ensuring power is distributed and not concentrated in one branch. Constitutional monarchical systems are comprised of people making up the executive, which is different from the legislature. Divisions prevent concentration and power in one entity, preventing any single branch from becoming too dominant. Decisions made by the executive are ensured to be in line with the laws and policies of the legislature, thus promoting independence within our society. This is why we oppose the moot. Thank you.
I now invite the two team members from both teams to come to the podium for your question and answer segment. For the opposition, Andrew Lewis and Damian Dominic. For the proposition, Ojas Deoka and India Sky Philip.
What the opponents, what does the system of government have to do with the country using the Privy Council as the final court of appeal?
The system of government is the Westminster system that was given to us by the British colonialism. You just stated the Privy Council, right? That's the head of state that makes the decision. So that has to do with the system of government in our country.
My word, they're putting, but look at Trinidad. They are a republic and they utilize the Privy Council as the final court of appeal. And the court of final court
My word, the opponent, how can you compare Grenada to Trinidad?
Because Trinidad is a republic and we should move towards a republic to greater gain a sense of
Becoming a
independence.
republic is faced with many
Moving on to the
challenges,
next
my
question.
word, the opponent.
Moving on
If you
to-
let me finish, moving
Moving on
on.
to the next question. Ask it now.
My worthy opponents, isn't our constitution fundamentally important?
Yes, it is important.
So if it's so important, why shouldn't we have full autonomy over it?
My worthy opponent, repeat the question, please.
You said that our constitution is fundamentally important, so I said, if so, why shouldn't we have full
Our
autonomy over
constitution
it?
is important because it governs the land that was given to us, well, which was written and given to us by the British colonialism. That's why it plays a part.
Why shouldn't we have full autonomy over our constitution?
Moving on to the next question, my worthy opponent. Grenada spends $1.7 million a year on the Governor General. That is $17 million in the next 10 years. Don't you think that this money can be reallocated to nation building, something republicanism will offer?
My worthy opponent, moving to a republic, there's money always going to be spent. The head of state is the Governor General. You said to him 1.7 million, right? But if we move to a republic, there will still be a president. There will still be a cost.
My worthy opponent,
all comes at a
but
cost.
Governor General just has a symbolic role. Why spend $17 million in tenants on somebody who has a symbolic role when you can spend that money on someone
17,
who has
how much money?
constitutional power?
How much money did
And
you
my
say? 17 million?
17 million, my
It's
worthy
1.7 million in 1 year. 17 million in 10 years.
Exactly what I stated.
And
You
my
said
worthy
17
opponent, in
million
an
in 1
executive
year.
presidential system, the president is also basically the president is the prime minister, and he has executive role, so there will not be a separate head of state in a republic system of government. So there will not be a head of state for us to allocate extra funds to.
Next question, my worthy opponent. Republicanism carries the benefit of checks and balances. How can you say we don't need this switch in our government?
My worthy opponent, we never said that we needed a switch. My worthy opponent, your first speaker referenced Haiti as being an independent nation, but Haiti is in major debt and economic depletion due to being independent. Is this what we want for Grenada?
No, my worthy opponent, I stated that Haiti faces many challenges. However, the move for a republican system of government has helped shape their identity as the first black-led
Yes, it
republic
has
in
shaped
the
their
world.
identity, but it has left them in a very bad state. Is this what we want for
My worthy
Grenada?
opponent, that is just Haiti. Look at Barbados, look at Trinidad,
But
look
you
at Ghana.
reference Haiti.
And that is just one country.
My-
And I am not giving you examples of countries which did good. So this is why we should move to a public state.
Barbados faced problem being a republic. The face to adaptability it had a problem due to the fact that the people were not giving a referendum. Their constitution doesn't need it, but the introduction of becoming a republic was not given to them. It was done during COVID. That's a negative, not a benefit.
If it wasn't given to them, why would they vote for it?
Pardon?
Why would they vote for it? Why are they republic
My
now?
worthy opponent, they did not vote for it. It was told to them during the pandemic,
So
during
why are they
COVID.
republic now? Do you think you would take something that is not good?
Thank you, worthy opponent. Next question, please. Worthy opponent, what symbolic and practical significance does the transition hold for the people of Grenada?
My worthy opponent, if we transition to a republic, it would break the mental chain break of colonialism, seeing that the British were involved in the dehumanizing transatlantic slave trade.
We accept all of those things, but it has given us a sense of government. It's given us a lot of things that have contributed to Grenada's
So
economy.
you're saying that slavery has given us a sense of government?
Does British colonialism? Okay. Next
Thank you.
question, my worthy opponent.
Worthy opponent, are you aware that transitioning might impact Grenada's international relations, such as when Barbados left, they had to leave the OECS as well?
But isn't Barbados still a member of the Commonwealth?
They are a member of Commonwealth, but not a member of the OECS.
But they're still a member of the Commonwealth?
And does the Commonwealth promote good benefits, such as they promote peace?
What promotes peace, my worthy opponent?
Yes, my worthy
Yes,
opponent.
my worthy opponent, and they do help in charitable organizations and aid to countries. It is a global engagement.
Next question.
You ask this one.
How right does this transition adjust to further cultural identity and heritage for Grenada?
My worthy opponent, I stated before, it will break the mental chain so you would now feel as symbolic independence as a Grenadian, not a British.
How would that benefit our economy, though? Yes, I understand
I just
the
said
mental
that it will
chain
break
break,
the
but
mental.
Yes, I understand the mental. Thank you.
We now invite the opposition rebuttal speaker, Caleb Lucas.
Good morning, all. I stand here today as the opposition rebuttal speaker to unravel the flaws that plague my opponent's arguments. Firstly, I start with a reference to their first speaker's first point, that being the issues with republics, thereby making a reference to Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's quote, and I quote, that the switch to a republic is expensive, cumbersome, and undemocratic. But allow me to counteract this. The mental feeling of breaking free from Britain's monarchical system, especially after what they did to us, has a powerful rehabilitating effect. People will want to represent their nationality. Economic growth is just one of the beneficial effects that stem from this change, as people will develop motivation for who they are and their country, wanting to work harder for it. Don't you think economic growth for a country like Grenada is of utmost necessity? Moving along to the second speaker's first point, they said that power corrupts. Opponents, you say this, yet you fail to see the dead end that this point beats. How can power corrupt when one of the main type of republics holds a president with a titular role? These presidents play the same role as the governor general in a monarchy, apart from the fact that it's a local representative. Even in an executive system of presidents, there are checks and balances to ensure that the executive president decision doesn't go unchecked, therefore serving as a net to enrapture selfish decision made by an executive president, therefore putting out the best decisions for the country, which a country like Grenada needs. With all these points deflected, I stand with my team when we say that we oppose the moot, be it
We now invite the proposition rebuttal speaker, Joshua Roberts.
Good morning to all. It is of paramount importance that we delve into the opposing viewpoint, deconstructing the arguments by those made in the opposition who oppose this notion, be it resolved that Grenada maintains its system of government as a monarchy. Your first speaker, worthy opposition, conveyed the thought that the Constitution, it was an act by the British Parliament, allowing them to amend and adjust it however they see fit. This contributes to a lack of constitutional independence. The comparison was also drawn towards Haiti. But your thoughts are refuted by the fact that Haiti is now in major debt. Their moving to a republic and governing themselves led to exactly what our second speaker stated: influenced by special interest groups. Although the Constitution was an act by British Parliament, provision was made for a change in policies by a 2/3 majority vote of the people. Your second speaker so vigorously declared that being a republic will shed the vestiges of our colonial past. Direct elections of heads of state would give a sense of national identity. Our first speaker decisively counteracted your opposition with great conviction, stating that the removal of these emblems would come at great cost. Why now, after 50 years of independence? The Grenadian people themselves voted against freeing themselves from the British court. The referendum for a change in the final court of appeal, it was shut down. Not even a 2/3 majority vote of Grenada's population? Absolutely ridiculous. Esteemed judges, worthy opponents, and those of the audience, we rest our case emphasizing no change.
This brings us to the end of our final match. Audience, I remind you that our teams received their motions less than an hour ago and had 30 minutes, to prepare their presentations. They had no help from their teachers and no internet access. Certainly, what we just witnessed gives us a sense of tremendous scholarship, debating skills, and leadership abilities of our finalists and the other debaters we have seen throughout the competition. Debaters, I invite you to greet each other as a sign of collegiality. Joining me is my co-host, Kunta Andal, and he's going to continue with today's presentation. Kunta?
Wow. This brings back so many great memories as a debater myself, and I must say congratulations to our debaters and every single debater in here, and coaches, please give yourselves a round of applause again. Amazing. We will proceed with our awards ceremony. So beginning the award ceremony, we invite Mr. Clive Hostin, Acting General Manager, Grenlec, to deliver some remarks. Please.
Thank you, Mr. MC, Madam MC. Mr. Elvis Morin, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, representing the Minister for Education, members of Parliament and other government officials, our Chairman, Mr. Rodney George, and other members of the Board of Directors of Grenlec, management and staff of Grenlec, public and private sector representatives, judges and members of the motions and complaints committees, principals, coaches, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, students, debaters, afternoon to you all. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas, not with electricity, but with mere talent. We did not mislead you. We did not mislead you at all. And added to that, there was a lot of passion, there was confidence, there was determination. And I could say Grenada is in a good place when we look at our youths going forward in the future. Added to that, I stand here in admiration of the remarkable talent, determination, dedication displayed by each debater, not only in this final, but throughout the entire competition. Please give the finalists a special round of applause. Thank you. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone involved in making this event a resounding success. To the judges who generously volunteered their time and expertise, your commitment to fairness and excellence has been invaluable in shaping this competition. A heartfelt thank you also goes out to the members of the Motions Committee for crafting thought-provoking themes and motions that have challenged our debaters to push the boundaries of their arguments and ideas. Let's not forget the invaluable contributions of the members of the Complaint Committee who ensured the integrity and fairness of our proceedings. To the principals, parents, coaches, and school communities, your unwavering support has been the backbone of the debaters' journey. Your encouragement and guidance have not only nurtured their debating skills, but also instilled in them the values of teamwork, perseverance, and open-mindedness. We hosted the last full debates in 2018. It seems a lifetime since Work to Rule and the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted our routines. And we are immensely grateful to be back and in a better place. Definitely during this time, there has been improvements, and we could see that just demonstrated a while ago. So we are always happy to see this progression, and Grenlec will continue to invest in this very, very important debating competition as we go forward. This year, we made a change. We're pleased to host impromptu debates, emphasizing the spontaneous exchange of ideas, quick thinking, and adaptability, skills that are immensely valuable, not just in debates, but in navigating life's unexpected challenges. We are certain that these skills developed during the debates will only get better over time. Kofi Annan, former UN General Secretary, once said, "Knowledge is power, information is liberating, education is a promise of progress in every society and in every family." The two finalists demonstrated how liberated and persistent they remained in fighting competitively each step of the way. You kept your eyes on the prize and worked extremely hard to get here today. It's always inspiring to see young people step up and flourish, establishing a name for themselves, their school, and their country. Congratulations to all of you. The value of these debates to our students cannot be overstated. Beyond the arguments presented and the victories achieved, it's the sharpening of critical thinking, the cultivation of eloquence, and the fostering of a deep respect for differing viewpoints that truly enriches their educational experience. Additionally, a heartfelt appreciation goes out to the trainers who work diligently behind the scenes, helping to prepare and mentor our students. Your guidance, expertise, and unwavering commitment to their growth have been instrumental in shaping these debaters into the articulate and insightful individuals we've seen on stage today and throughout the season. I also want to express immense gratitude to our debaters' coordinator and schools coordinator for their tireless efforts in successfully orchestrating the events. We also utter our profound appreciation to the videography team, logistics team, and all other support staff who worked tirelessly behind the scene, ensuring that every moment was captured, every detail managed, and every aspect of this event executed flawlessly. And this also includes our hardworking staff at Grenlec. And the point is that although we see the display of talent and persistence today, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and not just with Grenlec, but a lot of other people that help us. So please give a round of applause for all the supporting entities that makes this a resounding success. As we conclude this chapter of the Grenlec debates, we salute our debaters. Remember that the impact of your participation extends far beyond these walls. And I say unto you, our debaters, carry the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the spirit of constructive discourse into your future endeavors. And I'll say it again. Carry the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the spirit of constructive discourse into your future endeavors. Congratulations once again to all the finalists, and thank you to everyone for making this year's Grenlec Debates an unforgettable experience. We appreciate those of you who are here with us today, as well as the television and online audiences. Your commitment and support are the building blocks of a more informed, empathetic, and engaged society. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hostin. Now, I introduce our first presenter, Mr. Rohan Bernard, Grenlec's accountant and the past chairman of the Grenlec debates. We recorded over 2,000 votes for the favorite debater through Facebook and Instagram. Two debaters, most votes, winners, choice. They each receive an iPad mini. Congratulations are due to Andrew Lewis and Ojas Deoka from the Grenada Boys Secondary School and Westmoreland Secondary School.
My worthy opponent, aren't we able to see both immediate and long-term positive consequences of the intervention in 1983 and how it shaped regional dynamics?
It is easier for students to go home and cheat.
No, project-based assessments usually incorporate group work, and in group work,
right, and with group work, children can leech onto others, and they would not learn anything.
Yes, that is
true. They would just
true.
get the grade.
Very much, Mr. Bernard. And thank you to all our audience for voting and winners. You definitely captured the hearts of the audience. And now, the long-awaited moment. The points awarded by our esteemed panel of judges are 338 points and 312 points. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our two schools, the Grenada Boys Secondary and Westmoreland Secondary, our 2023 debate finalists. This year, our finalists will receive, the second place will receive, debaters and coaches alike, certificates of excellence and Dell Latitude laptops. Debaters will each receive $600 education vouchers. The school will receive a $12,000 GCPI School Project Award. And our champion will take home, both debaters and coaches alike, certificates of distinction and Apple MacBook Pro laptops. Debaters will each receive $800 education vouchers, and the school will receive a $30,000 GCPI School Project Award and the coveted Challenge Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 Grenlec Debates champion. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 Grenlec Debates champion is the Grenada Boys Secondary School. Congratulations are in order to the Grenada Boys Secondary School and Westmoreland Secondary for this amazing display in our debate finals. Congratulations. I now invite Ms. Cassandra Slocum, Manager, Customer Services, to present our next award, the Debater of the Match. We are delighted to present to you the Debater of the Match. From the Grenada Boys Secondary School, Bryce Forrester. The winner, Mr. Forrester, will take home an iPad. Congratulations, Mr. Forrester. And thank you very much, Ms. Slocum. To present our second place awards, we invite Mr. Clive Holston, Grenlec's Acting General Manager. Please put your hands together for the Westmoreland Secondary School, our second place winner. Please come forward to receive your awards. Coaches, Leah Wildman and Kate Lewis Peters. Debaters, India Sky Phillip, Joseph D'Souza, Joshua Roberts, Lalita Chamas, and Ojas Dioka. Thank you very much. Mr. Holston, please remain on stage. We now invite Mr. Elvis Moraine, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, and Mr. Rodney George, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Grenlec, to join Mr. Holston on stage to present the awards to this year's champion. Ladies and gentlemen, again, our champion, the Grenada Boys Secondary School. Coaches, please come forward to receive your awards. Coaches, Tracy Gabriel and Patrina Abraham. Debaters, Andrew Lewis, Bryce Forrester, Caleb Lucas, Damian Dominique, and Kines Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grenada Boys Secondary School. Thank you for joining us.
Very happy that we did our best. It was a long period, 9 weeks as you indicated, but the students did well and we are very proud of them. It's definitely a proud moment for all of us.
I want to congratulate GBSS again. They did really, really well. And I think I want to thank my team as well. All the work that we put in, it all added up. And look, we came second. It's a big achievement to get here, and I'm just happy for all of us.
I'm extremely proud of myself and my team. We have truly grown since our first round, and I have gained so much important knowledge over this past debate. It has increased my confidence so much. I congratulate GBSS. While it may be a little disappointing to become second, we're very proud of our progress, and we didn't even expect to make it this far. So to put in the work and to see it become to second place, we're very, very proud of ourselves.
For my team, I feel very proud. They worked very hard. 9 weeks is over 9 weeks doing all that along with exams for the term is not an easy task. We worked together. The friendship we forged were also very good. The output that we gave today and all the matches we had was amazing. We did our best, and even though our best didn't give us first, we still got to the finals, and that's what is in my heart right now. I also would like to congratulate GBSS for coming this far and getting first place. They did an amazing job, and yeah, I'm just thankful to everybody for being here and for rooting and staying with us up to now. Thank you.
We're really grateful for Grenlec's approach to the debates, the impromptu debates. I think it brought out the best in all the debaters across the schools, and it showcased that our young people have talent, ability, and they have depth.
Very proud of my team and my coaches, and without my team and the grace of God, we couldn't have got it, and I'm happy that I won it from my school again.
It feels good to win, of course. It's a team effort, and we all did well. We all played our part, and we now reap the results.
We're very ecstatic. I'm super proud of the boys. I'm really proud of them. What can to say how I feel about them right now. I am so happy. I am so proud of them.
The Grenlec Debates. Powered Bright Ideas.